Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is my first boot up of Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm just going to go with the flow here. Oh, of course it needs another 100 gigabytes of content. I guess this video is going to be a little bit. Well, I guess we're going to come back to this. So I'm attempting to get my first flight going here in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm hoping there's not yet another update, and hopefully everything is up to date and ready to go at this point after something like 200 gigabytes. I think this is about as big as Call of Duty at this point. Waiting. Well, I'm hopeful that my track IR works right out of the box, because I'm looking at my track IR right now and the two green lights are lit, which is usually a telltale sign that it's ready to go, but we'll see. Tell you what, loading seems to take forever on this. Holy crap. I'm running off of an SSD. My system specs are an i9 9900K running at stock speed, 32 gigabytes of 3000 megahertz DDR4, and a 2080 Super 8 gigabyte GPU. And again, I'm running off of a 1 terabyte SSD, so loading should be a lot better than this. I don't know what's going on here and why it's taking so damn long, but holy crap. Like, what is going on? I'm just waiting. This is pretty annoying. Maybe if I hit escape it'll do something. There we go. Let's go ultra. Why not? So I had to hit escape to make it engage this. Whatever. Next. Satellite streaming. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't think I have a data cap. Smart camera. Cockpit view. Well, it's nice that it does like DCS at least. So the buttons that are set up will highlight when I click them, which is nice. However, previous pilot position and external quick view are bound to the same thing by default. Not sure why that is. So it looks like the default settings are kind of goofy. Let's see what the throttle is set up for. Okay. I'm just gonna hit yes and see what we can do, because nothing about that looks very intuitive. Alrighty, here we are, I guess, at the next stop. What do we do? Let's try world map. Maybe we can just go somewhere. Seattle. Okay, let's spin it around a little bit here. Mont St. Michael. I know where this is. Just when DCS got it together and loads pretty quick. Now I'm getting into this and, you know, is what it is. Hey, my track IR is working. That's rather nice. So right off the bat, I'm going to say not that impressed with the cockpit. However, I am used to DCS world at this point. And we did put the settings on Ultra here. Now, if I remember correctly from the DCS map, I should be able to fly up this waterway and find the, what is it, Mont Saint Michael? Because it wasn't too far from the edge.
Ryanair 283, you are 20,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 10,000
Hey, the ATC's yelling at me. Like I could just poke my head up out of the cockpit here with my track IR.
10,000 feet, Ryanair 283.
Just kind of pressing buttons on my joystick to see what they've bound things to. Okay, my throttle's set up right. Hey, whoa, rudder pedals are set up right too. Very nice cockpit glare. I like that. Now, I haven't touched anything in terms of realism options, so I don't know if the flight model is tuned up for realism, but I'll say this, it feels like flight. It has a very fluid motion to it. It feels like I'm flying, so I really can't complain. And the scenery is just absolutely outstanding. Wow, nice sound effects too. Poking my head outside of the cockpit here at the moment. I could do this in DCS too, it's kind of cool. So I can see better and not see through the extra added thickness of the glass there. I'm not sure what my frame rate is. I know when I move my head it could be a little more fluid, I'll say that. But it doesn't feel bad at all. It doesn't feel like I'm going 20 FPS or anything stupid, you know? And I did not update my graphics driver for the new compatible with Flight Simulator graphics driver that NVIDIA came out with yesterday. Go up and over. So you see this little racetrack. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm really impressed by the scenery. Although, things look a little dark. I don't know that the lighting is right, you know? Things like just look dark, don't they? Things just aren't illuminated, I think, as well as it could be when I'm looking off to the side here. And then there's them little weird graphic anomaly on my cockpit right there, and it looks grainy. It's like, what the hell is that? I kind of understand what they were going for, but I can't say I like that, you know? man, I can't wait for helicopters. Aha, that's a little better. Oh, look at that. I got some crazy lag going on all of a sudden. There was a huge lag spike. Maybe that was loading terrain, I don't know. Holy crap. Again? Like, that one almost locked me up completely. I guess the views take some getting used to, but the long pauses really suck in this. That absolutely destroys the immersion factor, big time.
overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Alright guys, here's my final thoughts on my first impressions here. And again, this is by no means a review. This is just what I think about it after having spent a little bit of time with it. I think the level of detail is amazing in the scenery, in the terrain throughout. I like how I can go right into this world map and I can type in Dubai, and boom, all the results for Dubai pop up here. This is a little misleading. Select departure airport. It's going to start getting bigger based on this, but the recommended is only 32, and it leads you to believe that it only has 32 airports, and it doesn't. Going over to the search thing is going to be one of the key things to getting you to finding things, because at first I thought it didn't have much. I spelled Pittsburgh wrong. Duh. And here's Pittsburgh International. So if I wanted to, I can fly out of the closest airport. And again, you can just type things in here. Let's see if Iran is included. Yep. So this is going to be your best friend, this little search thing over here, to figuring out where you want to go and what you want to do. And I believe you can even type in, somebody showed me something in a video where you could type in animals. There we go, waypoints to a bear. Oh, here we go, POIs, grizzly bears. So if you want to find some bears, you just type in bear, which I thought was kind of cool. This is all I've really done is mess with the world map. I haven't touched flight training, activities, news, or the current live event landing challenge. I haven't messed with any of that. I've only flown 3 or 4 of the planes. These are the planes you get. It's, I guess, an okay variety. I wish there was more. I wish there was at least one military plane or one fast jet that had some kind of G tolerance to it, because I find that if I fly these like I fly DCS and other flight sims that I own, I end up breaking them apart, or the screen just goes black and it tells me I've crashed it and I don't even see the crash occur. That's kind of annoying. So there's that. The Pitts seems to be the one that I can fly and have the most fun with and not break it apart, because it's made for acrobatic stuff. But I would really like to have seen at least one military plane in here, like an F-18 something, you know. I know it's civilian aviation, but come on, guys. And then under options, setting up your controller, it's just overwhelming, and it's just stupid that I can't go into camera and, you know, bind what I want to bind to somewhere more easily than what this is. And it only gives me these options. I want the other options that I found under keyboard. So I think it's going to take me some time getting accustomed to this. I'm sure this is very powerful because there's so many things that you can do in here, but it just doesn't seem very intuitive. It seems kind of stupid, if you ask me. And then, performance-wise, for the most part, I really haven't had a problem with it. There are moments that I noticed some very annoying and long pauses, and just as you're flying along, all of a sudden pause or sputter a little bit, you know, and that's not cool. I don't know if that's the terrain loading. I did choose to stream the terrain, and I did see another video somewhere else that said that, you know, you can pick an area and you can download that stuff too, and you can cache it better, and it would yield better results. But like I said, I'm not sure that me personally that I would feel that I got my $60 out of this if I would have purchased it straight out today. What I do feel is that I know there's different versions that cost more money, and I do feel like there's a lot in here, especially with being able to go into that search bar and just search something up and go. I was able to go to Dubai, just punch it in and go. So, not quite sure what the differences are between the various packages other than a few more planes and some more airports that are modeled nicely. I do know that I can start off at Dubai, actually a few of the different Dubai airports, by hitting search. And I know the later, more expensive version comes with a Dubai airport. So I don't know if that's a more dynamic airport or a nicer version of an airport in Dubai or what. But these are all things that I don't know a lot about yet. I am just as new to this as most of you guys. So if I'm missing something, feel free to leave it in the comments. You know, I'm going to be messing around with this. I'm going to be making various videos with this. And I just got the Game Pass version, which is the $60 version. So I think that's going to be enough to work with for right now. And like I said, I wish there was, you know, a more capable jet in here that wouldn't break apart when you start to dive and pick up a little bit of speed. And maybe I can just tweak the realism options. I was flying on I think the medium, which is realistic stuff, turned up. Actually, let me see, where the hell is the flight model at? Here we go. Yes, modern is what it is. So my global preset is realistic. Everything is 100%. So I don't know what the difference between modern, yes, switch to flight model, to legacy. Okay, there's legacy and modern, and I don't know what the difference is between the two, other than it looks like modern was everything was realistic, and then I can change these sliders if I go to legacy. But I've been flying it on modern, and it's been a little bit unforgiving at times, especially when I start to dive in and pick up a little bit too much speed. You don't see the crash occur, the screen goes black, and you're told that you wrecked. So that's the only thing I'm not a fan of right now. Discard. And there's a lot to this, man. There's a lot. You can already buy some stuff on the marketplace. Like, they've already done that. But yeah, so far, I think it's pretty cool. It's definitely next gen for terrain. If you look at the Dubai footage that I have, it's fucking amazing. Like, it makes the DCS stuff look like crap. And the DCS stuff was like the best you can get at the time, you know? So there is that, guys. So do yourself a favor, get the Game Pass for $1 for 1 month, and it's $5 each month additional, and that should give you time for a couple bucks to like figure out if you like it or not and dig into it. So I'm gonna leave it at that, guys, but like I said, I think the loading times are atrocious. The stuttering really sucks at times and kills the immersion, but at the same time, this world maps feature with the search function is super powerful, and you can pretty much just go about anywhere that you want. I wish there was a couple more planes, or at least a more capable jet with some G tolerances to it. But the scenery is unmatched. It really is. So there's that. So give it a shot, guys. Like I said, I think it's okay, but I think it has a lot of things that have to change and get better over time. But it just came out. And every time you log into it, it checks for an update. So I think there's going to be a lot of updates for this. And I think they're going to support it rather well based on what it looks like so far. So that's that, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.